Hey, hey, how are you today? Productivity, getting more done, little things, little things, but getting more done in a big way. That is our conversation today. Hey, it's your girl, Lashonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Always excited to jump on here and share some smart things you can do to work on your money, your marketing, and your sales goals too, with strategy and intention. So, today, what I'm going to do is actually bring you day number 2 of this quick productivity challenge. So, yesterday, I said to you, I saw this really tweetable, super relatable post on Twitter. And essentially, a young lady said, she said, look, I finally finished a chore I've been putting off for 6 months. It took me all of 15 minutes. I will learn nothing from this. Of course, I laughed. I tweeted it and I said, you know what? I want us to learn something from this because energetically that day, I really resonated with that particular tweet in a big way because I had actually taken care of something that was on my to-do list and it took me less than 10 minutes to do, but it was on my list for months. So the first part of the conversation yesterday was me sharing with you this anecdote, number 1, but number 2, saying that I encouraged you to really think about some things that you say, man, I've been meaning to ... for several weeks or several months. Knock it out, get it done. That was day 1. Day 2, what I want to do is talk to you about what I call WBT. WBT for me is work in background tasks. So these are things that I like to do and kind of put out there. So they're working for me publicly in, the webosphere, as far as my clients, my customers, and my followers are concerned. They're just kind of sitting out there working for me, right? While I work on other things in the background, right? So those are my WBT tasks. So I'm going to share a couple of those with you today to kind of inspire you to see where you could do something similar in your life and in your business, okay? So number 1 of my favorite platforms to use for branded products is the Sticker Mule platform. Sticker Mule, in the name, it suggests they help you create custom stickers, custom labels, magnets, buttons, and more. Like they have a lot of stuff. Packaging tape, they got a lot of stuff over there, right? So if you're curious about them, by the way, write this down. SM10. SM10. If you were to go over to sistersense.com/SM10, not only can you you can sign up for Sticker Mule, but when you do, you'll get a $10 credit from yours truly. It's pretty cool, right? So literally, when I was working with one of my clients last week, we set up some really cute labels for her packaging, and she got a $10 credit from me too. So it was pretty great, right? But here's the deal. They do all of these really great weekly promotions. They had one last week. I got another $10 credit. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to use that. That was the perfect WBT for me, okay? Because Sticker Mule, they're awesome for a lot of reasons, but one of them is that they quickly create your content and you get free shipping, okay? So here, for example, here's like a little cute Sticker Mule. They always put like random stuff in the packaging, like, little coasters and Sticker Mule stickers and all that stuff, right? So Monday, I was like, all right, let me just knock this out because I got a credit. The credit was not going to expire for a year, but I still kind of wanted to just kind of use it and test out something new. So they had these little charms that you can create, and they're not called charms, but they you can basically put your products on, right? Here you go. For those of you on the gram, you can put your products on it, and this is the smallest version, which is the 1 by 1 inch. And then they had like 3 by 3. They have bigger ones. So anyway, I'm going to be using these for little keychains. Plus, I got my $10 credit. And I already told you about all the cool branded products that I've been creating with my new illustrations, like the new bags that you see here. These are the same girls on the bags. So I'm excited about having the little keychain to attach to it. And then, of course, you guys have already seen the notebooks, right? Bam, you saw the notebooks. Now, Here's the deal. I call this a WBT because literally the graphic was already created. I mean, I got my illustrations done last year. I already had this girl. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna see if I can come in really close. I did this girl boss goals. I put the girls together, made a quick illustration in Canva that was already there. So literally, it took me like less than 10 minutes to upload this to Sticker Mule and say, hey, put it on these little charms for me. And then literally, I got these, I want to say either a day or two ago. So I got a bag of these. I got like 30 of them in here. And then I used my credit. So it was like really cost effective for me. This was a WBT because it took me about 10 minutes to do. I put it up. I ordered it, and in a few days, free shipping. By the way, bam, here it came. Is the logo on their box? I think so. I think the logo is on the box, but this is the Sticker Mule box. There it came, right? So what are some things that you have to order? Number one, that you could just kind of just get it done in a couple of minutes, and then you have to wait for it to be shipped, right? But here's the deal. I just do these things relatively quickly, order them, and then get them. So when I've got to go places or I've got an event coming up, I already have stuff. Like, how many of you wait until you've got an event to be like, dang, LaShonda, I need new graphics, I need new content, I need stuff to sell at this event? This is a great, really quick productivity hack. Take a couple of minutes, order what you need to order, number one. Number two, messages. Messages, really simple. So before I got on this live with you, here's the deal. I've got a lot to do today, right? I've got my daily lives. I've got my DDIP. I got to pick up my kid because I am a mommy. I've got to work on 2 client projects in particular today as well. One of my clients is trying to reach a deadline, so I'm working with her. And so all of that being said, because there are certain things that I know that I got to sit down and do for clients and for myself, WBT for me means what can I quickly get done and put out there so it's working for me in one way while I'm working on something else, right? So I sent out an email to a segmented list this morning, one of my lists, and I said, hey, um, I said something to the effect of, I think it said new templates and something else. It was like new templates and workshops. I don't remember the title. Anyway, point being, I said, hey, do you have this already? More than likely you don't, because a few ladies said to me, I looked at your content creation kit, but I was like, do I have it already? You know that, oh my gosh, I love LaShonda's good. I've got quite a bit of what she's already put out there. Do I need this? Do I already have it? Right? I got that from a few ladies. So I said, hey, just out of curiosity, did you ask yourself when you saw the content creation kit, do I already have it already? I said, unless you bought it last week, you don't, because this is brand new for this year. It's got all the new templates I'm creating for you guys inside of Canva this year in particular, right? So it was just a really great check-in message. Why? Because it's an opportunity for me to clarify for anybody who was confused. I always tell you guys, confused buyers don't buy, right? So if people look at it, they say, oh, I like the content creation kit, which, by the way, is over at sistersense.com/CCK for content creation kit, right? If they see it, they like it, but they're like, did I get that already? I'm like, look, no. It's new, right? So just a check-in message. Does it mean that everybody's going to see it immediately? No. Different people go into their email inbox at different times, which means that while I'm taking my time to work with individual clients or to work on individual personal products and projects, then people are periodically seeing that email and going, oh, okay. And they're clicking on the links inside of that message. Inside of that message, I also said, my goal this week is to kind of pause on content creation conversations and work on this productivity challenge. It's day number 2, so go and watch the video. Some people are watching me live, and then some people go and watch the replays, right? That for me is a WBT. Another great example is that morning money, right? Waking up to money. How do you do that? How do you make that happen? Well, I can't help but, I don't know if you do this, but I can't help but take a look at my cell phone when I wake up in the morning, right? It's like, oh, what do I have to do? Okay. looking at the phone. So anyway, I saw one of the first sales that I made this morning was for the content, not the content kit, because that is new, the content creation challenge, which is a 12-week, 90-day challenge, right? So I said, oh, okay, somebody got that challenge. Now, what's interesting about that is you see me consistently sharing videos and creating content. And I do what I call sell and tell. Sell and tell is a really simple strategy for me. It's basically, as I'm going to talk to you about something or teach you around something, you might see me drop a few offers in there somewhere, like how I just said, hey, by the way, I messaged my audience and said to them, if you're confused about the content creation kit, if you bought it before, unless you bought it this week, you haven't bought it because this is a completely new kit with the new ebook template, workbook template, journal template, and more, right? So with that being said, I also said to you, you're watching right now, right? You can go over to sistersense.com/CCK to take a look at the content creation kit, right? What does that mean? That means that that's a work in background for me. That's a sell and tell, because the reality is that not everybody who sees it gets it immediately, nor is everybody, what's the word I'm looking for? Not everybody who watches my video is watching my videos immediately when they come out. What does that mean? That's a WBT for me, because literally there are people who watch now, maybe they'll watch on the weekend, maybe they'll see this a week from now. And if they click on the link and say, wow, I like what she's offering here, I'm going to get that. That's a work in background for me. It's like my own little auto bots, right? People are watching my videos at different times or consuming my emails at different times. And based on that, that helps me stay productive and profitable, because I don't necessarily always have to sell every day without something selling every day. Does that make sense when you kind of set yourself up? So just quickly sending out an email, quickly ordering some product, quickly, consistently doing these videos, and having people just kind of watch these videos when they find them, whenever they find them. Those are just simple productivity hacks that work for me. So that's what I encourage you to do today. I encourage you to, number one, think about day number one. And yesterday I said to you, make a list of those I've been meaning to ... things that you're putting off, and honestly it would take you all of a few minutes just to knock it out. That was day number one. Day number two for me is just to encourage you to think about things that you can kind of like good seasoning. You can have it, sitting there, just kind of working its juices, working its magic for you in the background while you work on other things. So again, when I think about, because I'm a service professional working on stuff for my clients and really being focused on those things for hours at a time, I don't feel like I'm neglecting my business, because I'll quickly send out an email or do a video, or you do something so that as I'm working, I know those other things are just kind of working their magic in the background. Make sense? Okay, so that is it for today as far as the productivity challenge is concerned. This is really a little bit of some of the stuff that I talk about inside of my Focus Forward 5-day program, so that for 5 days, if you are feeling like you have a full plate, I can help you go from full plate to fully focused using the strategies that I use as a busy, OMG, overwhelmed manic genius. I'm using these strategies to just kind of be clear, be productive, be intentional. And you can learn more about the Focus Forward 5-day program over at sistersense.com/focus. WBT, work in background tasks, something that I talk about inside of the Focus Forward program, and also the Stop Procrastinating 28-day challenge, which is over at sistersense.com/SPC for Stop Procrastinating Challenge for 28 days. I intentionally talk to you every day about, is it every day? I feel like it's every day or every couple of days. I forget. But I talk to you consistently over a 28-day period to talk to you about different procrastination personas and encourage you to break out of bad habits so that you can get better at being productive, right? So that's it. This is just a few things I wanted to share with you today. I'll talk to you more tomorrow about productivity. Check in with me if you've got questions. Until next time, take care. Mwah.